For years, the nightly fog that rolled in from the sea had been as much a part of my life as the lighthouse itself. Its dense embrace was comforting in its familiarity, a silent companion to my solitary nights. But one evening, as the lighthouse beam sliced through the mist, something shifted. Shadows appeared where none should exist, and, with a chill that crept up my spine, I heard a voice that stopped my heart. My father's voice, clear as day, calling my name. He had been dead for over a decade, yet here he was, speaking to me from darkness. The next night, I found myself irresistibly drawn to the fog, anticipation mingling with dread. The shadows danced differently now, forming shapes that flickered and twisted, almost human but not quite. My father's voice came again, urging me to listen, to remember. It spoke of old secrets buried beneath the lighthouse, secrets that he had taken to his grave. I felt the pull of the past, a tide that threatened to sweep me away if I didn't anchor myself in the present. But the shadows were relentless, whispering truths I wasn't ready to face. As days turned to weeks, I began to unravel the story my father had left behind. The lighthouse, long before it stood as a beacon of hope, had been a place of despair. Built over the remains of something ancient, something that should have been left undisturbed. The shadows were not just echoes of the past, they were guardians of secrets my father had sworn to protect. Each night, they grew bolder, their voices more insistent, until I could no longer ignore the call to delve deeper into the mystery. On the final night, the fog was thicker than ever, and the shadows danced with a frenetic energy. My heart pounded as I descended into the lighthouse's depths, my father's voice guiding me. There, beneath the stone foundation, I found it, a hidden chamber filled with artifacts and a diary, my father's handwriting scrawled across its pages. As I read, the shadows closed in, and I realized too late the price of knowledge. The chamber was a trap, a final resting place for those who dared to uncover its truth. The shadows were no longer content to whisper, they wanted a keeper, and I was there to stay. I always thought the whispers in the woods were just the wind. The rustling leaves and creaking branches had a rhythmic lullaby that I found oddly comforting during my late-night walks. Last night, however, they broke their familiar symphony by calling my name. My heart skipped a beat as the gentle murmurs grew more coherent, revealing a secret I had buried deep within myself. It wasn't just the wind, something out there knew me, knew what I had done years ago and swore to take to my grave. The forest had always been a refuge from the chaos of daily life, a place where I could lose myself in nature's embrace. But now it seemed to pulse with a life of its own, each shadow concealing eyes that watched my every move. I stumbled forward, each step crunching on fallen leaves, trying to shake off the feeling that I was not alone. My mind raced back to that summer night when I was a reckless teenager, a night of poor decisions and a tragic accident that followed. The whispers had never been more than a haunting reminder of guilt, until now. Determined to confront whatever lay hidden in the woods, I ventured deeper, flashlight in hand, its beam cutting through the oppressive darkness. The whispers intensified, swirling around me as if guiding me to a place I had long forgotten. And there it was, the old well where it all happened, where innocence was lost in a moment of panic and fear. The whispers crescendoed into a cacophony, chanting my name, demanding acknowledgement, penance. As I peered into the well, a chilling gust sent shivers down my spine, and I understood what must be done. The weight of my secret was no longer mine alone to bear. The forest had taken it, weaving it into its ancient tapestry of shadows and whispers. My confession echoed into the depths, and with it, the whispers subsided, leaving only the wind's mournful sigh. But as I turned to leave, a single whisper lingered, promising that the forest never forgets, and neither would I.